What you been doing these days in music?
I play a lot of guitar. Writing some stuff, but mainly playing. I play a lot of. I play some metal. I play some jazz. I play some whatever is needed. Some of the time, right?
So you're recording a lot of projects also still, or?
We will record a new Slick Idiot record. I haven't recorded in a bit because sometimes it drives me nuts, and sometimes I need a little bit of a break for a while to get focused again on the next one. Right?
And you're doing a lot of photography still?
Yes, I do that. Yeah.
The photography, is it basically now that's your main concentration?
No, I mainly play music.
But this is like a side project. You like the photography a lot.
Yeah, when we were more on tour, like being on tour is most of the time really boring.
Right.
And it was a good way to fill up the day, right, until you play, because otherwise a lot of times you have a few hours or quite a few hours to waste during a day, right?
When you're playing in KMFDM, how many hours did you put into recording the songs and ideas with the production and stuff?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to say. I mean,
like, did it take a lot of time to accomplish those albums?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, usually we started meeting the first time, then the second time, and well, some of them took a few months, some of them probably half a year or so. But a lot of times it was also kind of like starting, stepping away from it, and then finishing it up, right? Or a lot of times like in three or four goes, right, where we would meet for an extended period of time for a few months to work on it, take a break, and come back to it, right?
Guitars and amplification in the albums of KMFDM, was it always the same equipment when you go into that?
Well, it was mainly I played a Paul Reed Smith, and there was quite a few amplifiers. A lot of times, like whatever was around, because we did quite a bit of stuff in Germany, and then we were in the States. Right? So I used probably everything from mostly Mr. Boogie's, sometimes some Marshalls, like sometimes just like preamps, right? Like kind of like guitar box preamps. And,
right.
There was quite a few. It was quite a few different setups actually.
And basically, throughout all the albums, it'd be always the same type of equipment you figured that was used?
No, it changed. Guitar equipment-wise, yeah. I mainly used as I just said, my Paul Reed Smith. Other equipment, I mean, like a lot of keyboards changed. A lot of keyboard sounds changed, right? Like, as I just said, we used quite a few different things, right? Like to record the albums.
And you're a producer engineer now?
Well, yeah, I do that as well. I recorded a few records for friends of mine here in Canada, and they're getting really quite successful, and I help them out with their production and so. And I used to do a lot of remixes. Yeah.
Any touring in the future for you?
Well, we're planning a new tour with Slick Idiot, and starting in late May. So actually coming up very soon.
And how far would these tours be going?
Through the States, once all around, right?
So basically a North American tour?
Yes.
For your influences as a guitar player, where would you go with your influences in the past?
Well, probably the first really big one would have been Ritchie Blackmore, I suppose, right? Because probably like everybody else, I was quite a big fan of Deep Purple. Later, probably guys like Al Di Meola and John McLaughlin, and then later again, who would be later? I mean, probably also like Steve Vianto, right? I mean, I did listen to all that kind of stuff, and I did listen to it, and probably was also like very influenced by it, right? Then again, I also really liked the Black Album from Metallica,
Mm-hmm.
but that, I mean, was in a way then a quite late influence, I should think, right?
Did you listen to the new Metallica?
I heard something a few years ago, but no, I haven't really listened to it. At the moment, I'm rather at Wayne Shorter and Ravel. Quite a bit of classical music. Very seldom very seldom do I listen to metal. If then Mastodon I thought was really cool. And I always thought that Killswitch Engaged had probably the best recorded guitar sound in that kind of genre. Right? I did enjoy them quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
Do you find that the internet today is good for these new bands coming out also? With promotion and the record companies changing a lot, everybody's releasing on the internet now.
Well, I mean, the record industry doesn't really seem to be existing anymore, right? I mean, there's like some top guys who probably still go through those channels, but like on a smaller basis, I mean, most people would probably have a hard time even recouping their pressing cost, right, for the CD. So, yeah, I still don't think a new way really has been found how to make enough money with the music industry that you can at least support yourself while you're doing it, right? So, I think it will be in performing again, right? Learning your craft and be able to perform, right?
Mm-hmm. On your effects side, what would you have used all your career for, like a distortion pedal or something, or just straight through the amp?
Mostly straight through the amp. I only started collecting distortion boxes a few years ago, and now I have like a few, but they're all rather new, and I didn't use that many distortion pedals or overdrive pedals. I mean, now I do have quite a few, but I hardly ever use them. But it would be then still be the standard fare, right? Like from a Boss DS1 through to a Tube Screamer. I have a few of the Maxam pedals and so.
Mm-hmm.
The Tube Screamers or the rebuilt Tube Screamers from them. And one that I really like, an Octafuzz. Jimi Hendrix used to use it, and it sounds really it can sound quite broken, and sometimes I find that a very enjoyable sound in a way. Right?
When's your next album coming out?
Yeah, I hope later this year with Slick Idiot, and I will record some jazz standards. At the moment, I absolutely love jazz, and I'm still looking if there's something to steal in country music. Even so, I haven't quite found it yet. But I hope kind of like to be able to employ something or integrate something into the new Slick Idiot record also.
Well, it's been great talking. We're gonna look forward to that new album.
Okay, thanks so much.